or the... So we've come all the way to Troon, and it's a cracking little spot. We've come down the slip road, and there's only us here at the bottom, and what a lovely view. We better be quick before the tide comes in. It's already been in once. Now we're trying to set this up. They're known for their lovely food, and there's a queue, and just before we left it was building up again. More people were coming round. The wee Hurrie. I mean, so many people have told me about this place. So this looks great. Tempura squid, and give a little bit of lemon. Give that little bit over there, and look at that. Mmm. You know what? I'm giving that an O. That is absolutely delicious. You can tell how fresh that squid is. Sue's feeling a bit crabby. Better give her that tempura squid. See her on her way. Isn't it lovely here? Look at this. What else have we got? Spicy chips. A little bit of spicy paprika thrown on. Go nice on a palm, this lot. Except get carried away. I could sit and eat these while we're talking there. We've got sea bass. If the sea bass going, or other types of fish, and here's the menu. As you can see here on the menu, there's all kinds of things. Pause it, zoom in, whatever you got to do. But you'll see all kinds of things on the menu. There's even lobster, monkfish, all kinds of stuff. They say this is their tartar sauce. As usual, I cut it in half. It's got skin on. I know that's not always a favourite with a lot of people, but I don't mind it at all. Again, you can taste the freshness, but that's only to be expected when you're out near the sea and a little fishing harbour. That is delicious. I've mentioned before the texture of the bass. It's more like one of the pelagic type fish, like a tuna or Spanish mackerel kind of thing. Or even mackerel. It's not as flaky as cod and haddock. It's meaty. That batter is super light, not greasy at all. Really, really nice. So we spent hours getting here. Traffic was fine. Didn't hit any traffic jams. Nothing. We're just going to chill out here, I think, and relax for a little bit. So as you can see by that, it was interesting. That's for sure. And the quality of the food was out of this world. But let's have a look at some reviews. 1 star. £100 plus. I don't know what that means. You know, whether there was a group of them and it cost that much. I've no idea. But it was the comment underneath that got me. I'm not bothered to walk all the way to the end of the dock. Now, I saw a lot of people walking to the end of the dock where the wee Hurrie is situated. And I saw a lot of people driving to the end of the dock and parking in the car parking spaces either side. Now then, I didn't see anything to say you couldn't. Now, whether that was because it was a Sunday and everything was open, but I didn't see any signs, I didn't see any gates, and I don't know what really they're referring to, having to walk all the way to the end of the dock, whether or not they didn't have a vehicle, they couldn't drive, or a bike or anything else. I've no idea. But it seemed like a bit of a strange one, so I wanted to clarify that. We found parking easy enough. And round the corner from the wee Hurrie, you've got benches, several benches, and you've got a sea view, you've got a parking area there that's free. 3 star. Unfortunately, although they offer gluten-free options, they don't have any dedicated fryers, so the food is all cooked in gluten. No option for celiac, not even the chips. Dietary restrictions, not celiac friendly. 5 star. We walked up here to have lunch and it was absolutely amazing. It was the best scampi I've ever eaten, and I get scampi anywhere that sells it. One downside is that there's no seating, However, we walked to the edge of the peninsula and sat on the benches that are there. Would visit Scotland again, just to go here again. Mine, 5-star. It was a 4.5-hour drive to Troon and Wee Hurrie, and every mile was worth it for the experience. Wee Hurrie was quite a surprise. A small chippy with just a window to place your order and another to collect it. Upon ordering, we were handed a buzzer to notify us when our meal was ready, allowing us to wander a bit to take in the sight of the fishing boats in the nearby harbour. There was limited standing space outside with tall bar-like tables and a partial sail cover, offering some shelter from the rain. Parking was plentiful on either side of the shop, and just around the corner there was a car park with sea views and a walking path with benches along the way. Service and food were excellent as expected. The battered sea bass was a generous portion, fresh and flavourful, with a light crispy batter that wasn't oily in the slightest, and it was served with a slice of lemon and tartar sauce. The spicy chips were a nice touch. I think the spice on the chips was a smoked paprika, I'm pretty sure. And the tempura squid was outstanding, fresh and tender, and paired with a slice of lemon and a sweet chilli dip. Cooking in, vegetable oil, hygiene rating 5, cash or card. I see I've put hygiene rating 5, but really that needs to be adjusted because it's a pass. In Scotland, they don't do the same sort of rating for the hygiene as we do here. And I meant to put pass because it seems like there's a pass or a fail. It doesn't seem like there's a rating in any way. So it's got to be right to pass. So I'll change that to pass. Fish reviewed, sea bass. So yeah, that was a fabulous fish and chip shop. Highly recommended. So see you on the next one. If you like this video, subscribe, share it, like it, hit the notification bell, and if you have any recommendations in your area, put them in the comments. Thank you.